everyone, John here. We're back again at the NAMM Show. This is the 2025 edition. So as always, we're going to be going for quality, not quantity in terms of our content. We're just going to go around and see some of our favourite exhibitors and some of our friends and show you some of the coolest stuff that we can get our hands on. Thanks for watching and we'll see you soon. So we're here on the Martin stand. I'm here with Mike, product manager at Martin. He's going to show us through some of the new stuff for 2025.
So what you're holding there, John, is the D28 Billy strings. So very much outwardly looks like our standard D28, but it's got a few twists. It's based on his D28 from 1940, which is one of his beloved guitars. And so the X Series version has the same barrel and same nut width, scale length. So playability-wise, you're going to feel some very common similarities there. Obviously, this being a much more affordable option, it's got the Brazilian HPL. Yeah, this is another one, just me personally, I was very excited to even be part of. I'm a huge Johnny Marr fan. Yeah, so you're noticing that octave string is doubled up. Yeah. So it gives you the sound of a 12 string, but not quite the bulkiness of playing it. So you can definitely do, 12 string runs on the G and even get a little jangly chord thing going. So these are also M body shapes. It's kind of the year of the M. We just discontinued or retired the M36, which was in our line for quite some time, but we really complemented it with some special runs here.
What's like your inspiration then for like the gain sounds of the amp? Because it doesn't sound like a lot of amps that we hear now. You can hear like it's just a straight up kind of Marshall rip-off sort of sound, or it's the Soldano kind of sound. But that's a gain sound that's like, it kind of gives me like the British kind of vibes to it there as well. But it has its own kind of voice as well. What sort of work have you done to really kind of try and retain that distinctive sort of tone that it has?
Well, I started from a different proposition about what a good loud amp sound is supposed to be in the first place. Yeah. So I gravitated to the high watt thing very early on. That was my main amp all the time that I was playing. And
what one like this one here?
Yeah, I had a 50. I started out with a 50, and then I went to 100, and then I went in shock when I realized how much louder.
Yeah.
It wasn't just twice as loud.
It was like 10 times louder.
It's remarkable. When I attenuate them and A/B them, I can make them sound very similar.
Yeah.
You turn the power station off, it's a totally different animal.
So for satisfying my curiosity then, so how do I get my Raging Honkies tone going on with what bits of Fryette do I need to get my sound going with my current amp that I use?
You would probably take a power station that you plug your amp into.
Yeah.
And that goes into a cab.
Yeah.
And you probably have a pedal board in front of that sends your drives and whatever else that's not reverb delay type of stuff.
Yeah, yeah.
And that goes to your center cab.
Yeah.
And then the line out of the power station would go to another pedal board that has delays and reverbs in it and stereo outs, and you would have the line out perhaps go to a volume pedal.
Yeah.
Volume pedal to the delay stuff. And then the stereo delay outputs would go to a LX2, and then that would drive to like 112 cabs. Would be more than sufficient for that.
You wouldn't need any other kind of preamps or anything like that. It just plugs directly into the LX2.
Right. Yeah.
And then you're just trying to find a way with the pedal board and the volume pedal to just get the correct amount of the wet sound.
That's right.
Into it. Yeah.
That's right. I've been working with him on and off for more than 25 years, and I've never seen him play with the same rig.
No. There's a lot to be said for where it's all coming from.
I saw the Raging Honkies do Running with the Devil one night at a club.
Yeah.
And did he try to the intro with the guitar feedback that sounded like the air raid siren? Did he try to emulate on guitar? No. He pulls out a boombox and puts it on his shoulder and just plays the intro right off the record into the microphone, and then starts playing the riff. You know. Of course, when he brought the boom back out and did that, a whole audience just lost it and flipped. That's the way to do it. That's the Mike Landau way. You know. Yeah. Of course, then he proceeded to sing the whole song with the 12-year-old girl voice.
Yeah. Well,
that was extra special.
Yeah. Yeah.
I wish I had that on tape. That was
that would have been amazing to do that. So we are in very, very noisy NAMM land again, and I'm here with Travis from Novo and
Fano.
What is that colour?
That's faded sparkling burgundy, I believe.
Because it's like it's like flip-flop colour, isn't it?
Yeah. You could see where they've
like the gold.
Yeah, you've got that undercoat shining through there. Yeah, these are coming to Peach as well. I think the whole booth's coming to Peach.
Yeah, well,
we'll just box it all up and send it over.
I put this up on our on my Instagram.
Yeah,
today.
I saw that post.
Yeah. So tell us about what makes these guitars so special then.
So as you'll notice, looking at these, I mean, they're wild. This is our signature line. Until now, these have only been available when we would put them up on our website for sale. So we only used to sell signatures direct.
And what is the deal with Signature then?
So Signature is kind of like all the rules can be broken in Signature. We've got like a price list, even for custom order. There's a limit to what you can do, right? We only offer certain finishes and options. DF is such a creative guy, as I mentioned earlier. He's like a fountain of creativity.
He is,
He's just got all these ideas that he's constantly wanting to do, so we've got an avenue for him to do that through the Signature line of guitars. This one in particular, the one that's going to you, was a cool collaboration between DF and one of our former employees, Cameron Painter, who used to do a lot of our fretwork and plec operating. Cameron is a masterful engraver. He's been working on that for years. He was apprenticing under a really experienced guy, and so DF had the idea to do this inset aluminum top, and Cameron did all of this detailed engraving work all by hand.
Travis was like, hey, I better go and get Chad, talk about some of these guitars.
This is an amazing PX6. Wanted to go with that, that late 50s simple design.
Yeah.
This guitar absolutely screams.
Big guitars always sound good.
Yeah. The PX6 is a guitar that in the last few years we're seeing a lot of action with the PX6.
Yeah.
This is a body shape that people are really digging.
Yeah. Right, I'm here on the Suhr stand. They've got loads of new stuff. Let's go over and have a look, see what's going on. Pete Thorne Signature as well. So this one here actually has P90 in the bridge. Sorry. Grab this down. It's that lovely figured roasted maple neck. And yeah, so it's got that P90 in the bridge there, just for a little bit of extra kind of spank, but kind of a thicker, fuller sound than the regular single coil that you'd normally get on this type of guitar. Next up is the SL15. So this is the latest amp to go alongside the SL67 and the SL68. So this is a lower wattage version with all the good kind of EVH stuff that we know for these amazing Plexi style amps. We'll have these amps in soon. It's got a master volume on the back, so you can get loads of gain going on at very, very low volume levels. There's no need. There's no need. Okay, so in my hand here is a custom shop guitar. So this is the first time we've seen a 55 reissue Les Paul out of the custom shop with Murphy Lab aging. But what makes this a little bit different to the regular gold tops that you would normally see, like on the 54, 56 and 57, is this is basically an anniversary of the NAMM Show from 70 years ago, when they introduced like a limited run of guitars of these Les Pauls in 5 different custom finishes. So there was Samoa beige, copper iridescent, nugget gold, platinum and Viceroy brown. So the custom shop are celebrating this release with a limited run of 70 guitars in each colour. You might be looking at this thinking, hey, that's kind of a similar look to what we've seen before, and it is because Gibson and Epiphone partnered with Joe Bonamassa, because he owns one of the original guitar, and maybe, knowing Joe, he's probably got 1 or maybe 2 of every single colour. But they did the limited release of the Epiphone 55 in 2024, and these are the original guitars it was inspired from. We're really proud to be a Gibson dealer. We're going to be stocking all of this stuff and going in and doing all the stuff that we always do. We'll photograph everything, we have perfect pro setups on everything, the weight of everything, you name it, it's all going to be there like we always do, and we're proud to be a big partner with Gibson, and we encourage you to come and check some of these guitars out.
Right, we're on the Two Rock stand, and I'm here with my bro Eli, and I know he loves doing YouTube stuff, don't you? He loves being in interviews.
The videos that you just posted online on your YouTube channel, this with the Telly and Strat, it was just unbelievable tone. So
I was really pleased with how it all came out, and like, I wanted to do those videos and those takes as one-offs as close as possible, so it gave people a real honest idea of how the amps really sound, and they just fit in so well with what you do already. The amount of times we see a manufacturer, try and do 2 different brands, and there's just too many products that are the same but with different brands. At least like with Two Rock and Divided By, you've got all kind of vintage inspired tones going on, haven't you?
It just made so much sense. When we were originally talking to Fred about it, there's no overlap between what we do with Two Rock, what we do with Divided By. And it's been fun because it makes you play so much differently.
Oh, totally.
You and I are both so used to what we do with Two Rock.
Yeah, what I said in the video, we're both into that high headroom, kind of punchy sort of sound that it takes a little while to get used to it, doesn't it?
Yeah, but it's fun.
Yeah, I love
enjoyed
it.
it.
this new custom option.
Yeah, this pinstripe cloth just looks amazing. It looks really good on everything. It's all hand built.
You said it's a pretty labor-intensive process to make this.
Yeah, the guy that makes it, that's making it right now, just puts so much time and effort into it. It's all hand built, hand cut, hand sanded, but it looks so good on the amps.
Oh, it looks absolutely awesome. Is this a standard option that we can order?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
You can do this on the T-Rock or the Divided by stuff if you want to.
Yeah.
It's just got a really cool. It's going to age really well and look good after about a year's worth of gig, and it's going to look awesome.
Yeah, it looks really sweet. Really sweet.
Yeah. We're doing a bunch of the lacquer tweed stuff now on the Vintage Deluxes.
Oh, nice. That really suits the look of that amp with the that lovely chassis as well.
So we're offering lacquer tweed on all the amps. So we did a lot of cool trade dresses and options this year.
Yeah.
And we had our friends from Vemuram come share a booth with us this year, so it's been a lot of fun in the show.
It just and I feel like with both the amp ranges now, like it was probably no real need to bring in any new stuff to the 2-Rock range right now.
No, we talked about it, and we're on text threads all the time.
I know, yeah.
The hardest thing about this business is not coming out with too many models.
I know.
And we're always tweaking, we're always building amps, but we're so happy with the product line and everything sounds good that we're rolling with it.
I'm good.
What would you say, like I just said, in 100 years' time, when people say Paul Reed Smith, what is the biggest thing, that you want to be remembered for?
I'm 69 next month.
Yeah.
So in 100 years, I'm going to be 169, and that is one rotted old skeleton, okay? That's not good. Yeah. Smelly, it's not good. What do I want to be remembered for? I would like to be remembered as a reasonably good father and grandfather. That would be cool. That I took good care of my family. That would be good. In the guitar world, there are three main tones in the guitar world. There's probably a Les Paul tone. People think about a Strat tone, a Tele tone, and there may be a side table, an SG, and a Gretsch, and a few others, right? And we're starting to come into our own tone, where it doesn't sound like a Les Paul, it doesn't sound like a Tele, it doesn't sound like a Strat. Although we make instruments that do a no-hum version of all that, which I adore.
Yeah.
So I would like to be remembered for not just but how they played and how beautiful the neck shapes were and the finishes and all that stuff, but we're coming into our own on a new sound, which is you can hear reflections of Strat and Tele and Les Paul in there, but it's not. Yeah. It's got a new sound. And there's guitars coming out this year that are completely that way. The John McLaughlin was the beginning of all that. John was like, this thing, he told me the other day, he says, I still can't believe how good my guitar is as an instrument to use when he was playing in Shock 2 or whatever it was. Right? So that's what I would like to be remembered for, that there was a new seat at the table.
It's always a highlight of NAMM for me to come to the Eastman stand and see my main man here, Pepan.
Thank you, John.
You've got loads of new stuff, some lovely new electrics, more acoustics, and also the D'Ambrosio inspired Eastman electrics here as well. Tell us all about it.
Yeah, well, we after last year's introduction of the D'Ambrosio series, we had a problem because we couldn't supply them to everyone because it's so limited. There's only 100 we make a year. So this year, we have the Fuller Tone series, and this is a fully made Eastman workshop instrument, and this one's for everyone. So it's like literally the same, and that's the most important. That's why we call it the Fuller Tone series. It's got the same neck, the Fuller Tone neck, so with the two bolts, two models, a single cut model and a double cut model. Together with the Tone Rider pickups, Andrew Cunningham. English guy, owner of Tone Rider pickups. We designed these pickups specifically. Otto designed a beautiful gold foil cover.
Looks great.
But there's a soap bar humbucker underneath, and the single coils are staggered. So they are noiseless, and there's no volume drop. We try always to never cut any corners, which is the most important thing for the Eastman guitars. It's a black Limba roasted body and a roasted maple neck. This one's got a rosewood fingerboard, and the SC's got a maple fingerboard.
Okay, right, eagle-eyed viewers of the Peach YouTube channel might recognise this chappie, Alistair here, but he's with a new company now, and a new brand to Peach guitars, Bourgeois guitars.
Yeah, very excited, finally.
Yeah, finally. The Dream Team's back together, as you said.
Yeah, that's it, Dream Team back together, new for 2025. Bourgeois has an Irish accent.
I know, yeah.
Northern Irish. And no, we've worked together for many, many years, and I think we have a good understanding of what your customers look for in a guitar, not necessarily one specific brand, but what belongs in their collection or maybe their dream guitar. So
I was absolutely blown away by this when I saw it yesterday.
LDBO 12 fret, one of Dana's favourite guitar shapes and sizes. This one's highly figured koa, front, back and sides, 12 fret neck, slotted headstock, built just for the NAMM Show. And this is the first custom Bourgeois to head to Peach guitars.
Yeah, I thought it sounded, for a koa guitar, sounds really rich as well. Super rich sounding.
Yeah, I think one of the things that Bourgeois are known for, and that came from Dana, was, and of course a lot of builders do this, but it's the tap tone voicing techniques where every top is tuned to that guitar.
I'm Ken from Reverend Guitars, and we're here with Peach Guitars at the NAMM Show in 2025 . And there's so many cool things going on. We're really going hard on the backspray pickguards now. It's been really popular. So our Deep Sea Blue on Chronic Blue and the Airwave 12. Brand new color for this year, Chronic Blue Burst, Pearl White to Chronic Blue with the Deep Sea Blue pickguard. That's popping up on a handful of models. Sensei H90. So our most popular pickup configuration from our double agent put right onto the Sensei platform. I told you there was a ton of new stuff. There's so much new stuff. It's ridiculous.
All right, we're here with Matt from Mayones. How you doing, Matt?
Yeah, it's good.
You're not too tired yet?
No, it's
not
okay.
Not too hungover?
Over here we've got something new and exciting. So these are completely new production models that we have for upcoming from this year on. We do them in runs. There are always fixed specification, no custom options. We have a swampish body with a black wood fretboard, which is like a roasted purple heart. And then we have stainless steel frets, offset dots, lumen lace side dots as well. Our own pickups with a 5-way selector that allows us to use inner and outer coils in second and fourth position. And
a pretty low price point.
Yeah, that's the whole idea. We want to have them on the market in about 2,500 euros with the tax. So that's the goal. And as I said, no custom options. This run is done in a silver and blue, and then another run will be done in a different colors.
Okay, so I just want to say a big thanks for watching our content as always. Myself and Drew had an excellent time at NAMM. I mean, for me, going to the NAMM show, it's all about the relationships that we have with our suppliers and potential new suppliers. You know, there's so much rush to get content out there. You know, when we're at the show, you just see everyone, you know, like basically filming the same kind of content. So for us to go and have the best possible NAMM, we really try and find the things that work for us. And to be fair, it's always been, you know, these maintaining the relationships, like I said, with people like, you know, the guys at Martin, you know, speaking to Paul Reed Smith, Eli at 2 Rock. It's more than just business for us. we're about, you know, becoming friends and, you know, understanding our suppliers and it just becoming more than just transactional, which has really laid the foundations for some of these amazing relationships and why we've got so many exclusive brands. You know, we've kept it short and sweet with the content. We've kind of like tried to give you a, you know, a rundown what it feels like to basically go to the NAMM show. So we'll keep putting out content like this, and as always, we always appreciate your feedback. So let us know what you think, and we'll see you on the next one. Cheers, bye-bye.